Dwayne, welcome back. Happy fucking New Year. Welcome to another episode, the first episode of 2022. What the fuck?
New Year, my brother.
The first episode of 2022. No Country for Otakus. We're going into our second New Year, and we do it every well, we've only done 2 years, but
it's traditional.
It's becoming traditional. Top 5 time, guys. This one's gonna be a little different. Last year, the top 5 was just top 5 all time to us. But now we've done enough episodes in 1 year that we can now do top 5 from everything we've reviewed throughout the year.
Oh, everything we reviewed throughout the year? Oh.
Yeah, from the last top 5 to now.
Oh, I thought you meant the entire show.
No. But we started midway last year before we started midway. So it was only like 8-10 episodes at that point.
Because I would say our top 5 episodes would probably be way different. I know Blade gotta be in there.
Blade? Hell no, bro. Blade bottom.
Yeah, me. I had the most fun of Blade.
No, you didn't. We didn't even talk about it in the show. We didn't even talk about it, man. Remember? We talked about everything else but Blade. We talked about Spider-Man. Anyway. So yeah. So that's the thing. So from the last top 5 episode until now is the range. And so that's the plan for today. So Dwayne, how you doing, man? New year and shit. New year, new me.
Yep. You said it right. I'm good, man. I'm looking forward to 2022. Got a lot of things in the pipeline already started. It's gonna be a great year, man.
That's good. That'll be a fucking great year. These last couple of years have been it'd be like yeah, man. 2022. I'm hoping for going. I hope whatever is happening now subsides a little bit so I could go home for Darnley's wedding. Fuck, man.
Oh snap! When is that?
It's in June.
Yeah, a lot of my boys having weddings this year.
Yeah, so his wedding's in June. Before there was supposed to be a reception and stuff, but money. So he's like, dude, it's just the wedding day.
Just a ceremony.
I was like, bro, if it was up to me, we'd be in a courtroom. Like, bro, we party after. We party after. But shit. But you know, people like having the ceremonies and stuff. So
stop, Shawn. Stop.
Who am I to hate? What? I'm just saying.
Women like having the ceremony.
I said the reason I said people is because I don't know, but it's mainly the women. I had arguments with an ex-girlfriend about that. She's like, it's a special day. I was like, it could be a special day with us in the Bahamas.
Man, it's a special day when you're naked.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So we go to the courtroom, we get married on the cheap. Right. I think it's like $50 or $100 for the wedding certificate and stuff. You do that.
Yeah.
And then we get our ass on the plane and spend
honeymoon on the expensive.
Yeah. And the thing about it is the honeymoon will never be because people spend money on weddings. Like take out loans. Oh yeah. The honeymoon, if you spend right, split right and stuff, is never going to be as expensive as that. You have a really good wedding for what, 4? If you really go hard, like 4th,
dude, is
even less. You know what I mean?
The wedding is never about love, and that's a problem.
It's about
wedding
fashion.
Is never about
no showing.
For women, it's all about fashion. Like I know a lot of dudes that was like, bro, I could go to court happily, but if I don't do this, I'll never hear the end of it.
But she gonna never hear the end of this motherfucker. Or I won't get married. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I
was very fortunate.
I was happy to see you do that, Dwayne. I was happy, man. I wish I was there, though. I wish I was there, but I was in the desert.
I know, right?
I'm looking at Dwayne's picture. I'm like, congratulations, big dog. E-Rock. Different time zone and shit. Anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and jump into this, guys. I'm excited, man. I love doing the top 5 at the beginning of the year, even though we've only done it twice. But so we're going to say each one. and then you could give your little minute spiel about why you pick it, and we go back and forth. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into let's chat anime.
Oh my gosh, let's chat.
There you go. I was waiting for that. All right. Started off strong, man. So we're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Obviously, there's no rating section in this one. So let's go. Number 5. You go first, Dwayne.
Number 5 for me, coming in strong, is Real Life.
Real Life.
俺大学院まで行ってたし、大人だし、思ったよりできちゃったりするもんかな。
Oh, yeah, Real Life. That was a close one. Go ahead.
Yeah, Real Life, man. For me, the reason why I chose Real Life is because I watched it the first time, and I got super emotional when I was watching it with my wife. And then when we had to discuss it, I watched it the second time, and I was like, man, I got super emotional then. And I was like, man, I wish they finished this. And then I realized Crunchyroll didn't stop, and I was like, holy crap, what? And then the OVA started playing, and then I was upset, fresh. I was like, you only got 4 episodes, dog. Let me do this. And it went all the way to the last 30 seconds, Shawn. Oh God, because I remember I texted you like, bruh, a whole episode of this, Russell. And then the last 30 seconds, I was like, wait, sorry, don't worry. But Real Life was good, man. Real Life was enjoyable. It was a fresh take on the high school genre. It was clean. There wasn't any cursing. There was real life scenarios that, even though as adults we see them as simple, we still saw the depth of how that simple stress was enough to create a lot of anxiety among people, and how it was good to see the camaraderie, how they came together to help each other and stuff, man. So Real Life was a great, enjoyable discussion for me.
Awesome. Real Life, number 5. That's a good one, man. I'm gonna be real with you. I almost picked Real Life as number 5. I'm never gonna lie to you, man. It was there. I actually got it like here, like honorable mention. Yeah. My number 5 is Castlevania. The wrap up. Final word, bro. How to give it up for my brother, bro, the black man. I'm just joking. But honestly, it was real good, man. That studio is something else. Made it stay pure. Yeah. And it seems like Netflix has officially signed them as their animators. So especially
now we got proper 2D animations again.
Especially because they're doing a He-Man now, and He-Man is looking glorious.
Yeah, they got something else in the pipeline. I was looking at their stuff. I didn't see Castlevania Bloodlust.
They're doing another Castlevania thing. It's like a spinoff.
But it's descendant the Noah's. Shoot, hang up a minute.
Okay, so I'll just talk about. So my number 5, like I say, is Castlevania, man. I thought that whole overall story arc was brilliant. The animation, like I say, was great. I thought that they wrapped up the whole story with Dracula's son. The fight against what we think is the Grim Reaper, but it was like a death that was created. It's Alucard falling in love with old girl. We could all tell who's in charge of that relationship, even though he's the half vampire, half human. We could tell that girl gonna work him. Alucard's girlfriend, bro. Alucard's girlfriend, bro. You know what I mean? So I thought it was a great story, man. Between the fight scenes and stuff, and then my boy, what's his name? Isaac. Thank you. Listen, man. Isaac ain't no fucking joke, bro. That fight scene in the blood. It
was beautiful. I must admit, Carmela, that fight scene between Carmela and Isaac was beautiful.
You know what I mean? So, like, I thoroughly enjoyed that whole series. Mm-hmm. And there was a point, like, one of the seasons come on, it felt like a buffer series with the priest in that tongue. You know, when it was
the season 3.
Season 3. Yeah. And I was like, they're losing the plot. But then they came with that final season, man. And it's just like, okay, all right, cool. Yeah. They needed it to show certain characters.
And you know what? After seeing the whole thing, I have a lot more appreciation for the writer in the studio, because they were like, yo, you could probably see the writing room like, yo, this season 3 could be ass beat. Like, like season 1,
it's almost like we need y'all to
just story, but we gotta be just
stick with us.
Hang on.
Don't let go. Hang on. So I appreciate that.
Interesting. I honestly thought you would have gone with Arcane for number 5.
All right, wait, man. The list is young. So, all right, so that's number. Okay, so I'm gonna say my number 4 now. You realize how we're gonna do this? I'm gonna do number 4. You do number 4. Then you do your number 3. I do number 3. Right. All right. So for number 4, I'm gonna do. So this one was just me because Dwayne was out. So Your Lie in April. You really need to watch the anime, Dwayne.
I wanted to put that as my number 5.
Have you seen it?
But no, I just saw your discussion, but I was like, I didn't watch it.
You gotta watch it, bro. Yeah.
All right, I can start asking like.
So Your Lie in April, man.
Not only you, you know the guy that I showed you his YouTube Reanime. Mm-hmm. He was watching it and he messaged me like, "Yo, you watch this?"
So you talk to the Reanime guy?
Yeah, sometimes.
That's legit, man. That's so cool. I like those guys, man. They're cool as fuck. I like them.
Yeah, they're really good, man.
They're passionate, so a lot of their live action stuff be better than live action. Anyway, yeah, man, it is really good, man. It hits a lot of points. What do you do with the time you got left on this earth? Abuse. How far is too far, bro? There's a lot of good points in there, especially making friends, obviously, because it's still a slice of life stuff. Getting over fears, falling in puppy love.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And that dude, man, the piano scenes, the imagery in that fucking anime is so great, man. Especially at the end. Fuck. That was a really good anime, man. So yeah, number 4. Definitely worth it. Dwayne's gonna watch it. And then we'll probably do a shoot the shit of his thoughts. But yeah, man, definitely a good watch. So number 4, Your Lie in April.
Man,
you're number 4, Dwayne.
I saw a better choice than mine.
It don't matter, bro. This is whatever.
Number 4. I might be searching. Yeah, I'm gonna search it. Number 4, Inuyashiki. Shaka,どうだよ?
Inuyashiki. Nice.
Inuyashiki, man. Honestly, I had Inuyashiki at number 3, but then now that I think about it, Inuyashiki comes in at number 4. It was a great story. It is one that I could watch over and over again and not get bored. The characters are great. The artistry was great. The animation was great. And the best thing about it was that it had a conclusion. then try to carry on the story. It was like, hey, this is the story we want to tell, and we can tell it.
Right.
And it did such a beautiful job because I instantly became a fan of the writer because I started realizing like we got the same kind of dark humor. Because when I was watching it, I was messaging you like, bruh, like the only way to cap off this anime and turn it into a 5 is if he get to the point where like, yo, please keep chasing me. I ain't good to wanna. And the man did it. And then he start like shoot at everybody. I was like, what the hell? Like, and I was just like, oh my god, this anime is so good. But Inuyashiki, man, that was my number 4.
Awesome. All right. So go ahead, jump into your number 3.
Oh yeah, you did number 4 already. Number 3, Berserk.
Oh shit. Was Berserk this year?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did it with Alt Noah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I looked at that episode and my brain just like fried at Alt Noah, so I think I forgot about Berserk.
Which is why I said we should do Berserk properly.
Separate, yeah, that was a separate episode. We goofed there. We never did that again though.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Berserk, man. All right, so the reason why I moved Berserk from number 4 to number 3. Berserk story. All right. It is absolutely amazing to see in this era how you can tell an entire story in 11 episodes, right? But Berserk had 24, 26 episodes.
Yeah, for the golden arc.
Every episode was intriguing. Like you was just glued to the screen. Like, yo, what the hell is going on? Like, I hated the ending song. Like literally, because if I see that ending song, it's like it was next episode. But it's a great ending song.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing to stand out for me is like not even the animation, the artistry in this animation is so inspiring and blew me away. Like when
that guy put his heart and soul into it, literally.
Yeah, boy. When they were fighting Zod, and Zod stood up to kill them, and they moved from a frame by frame to just a single frame photo, and you felt the intimidation, you felt the fear, like the brush strokes, the angle of the where your eye was supposed to point, the how the size of the size of Guts and Griffith standing next to Zod. Like they weren't too small that you couldn't see them. They were big enough to see that these guys are powerful, but to this man, this thing, man, that image stayed in my mind for so long. And now every time I draw, I'm like, not good enough. So man, yeah, Berserk came in at number 3 for me, man.
Berserk, man, that was a good choice. That's a legend. R.I.P. Big dog. R.I.P.
Yeah.
All right. So my number 3 is Arcane. Look, man, we didn't agree on it fully during our discussion, but
yeah,
fucking Arcane, man. God.
Oh, look who it is. The boy savior.
Jinx, baby. You crazy son of a bitch. Oh my God. That was a fun ride for me, man. I really enjoyed that. And anime, that show from the beginning to the end. I'm looking forward to. They got a good foundation. Don't fuck this up. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the rest of those episodes, the other seasons and stuff, to see how this thing goes. The only thing that breaks my heart is they're probably going to kill Jinx.
Yeah, probably. One minute.
Okay, so yeah, it was a different art style. First time I've seen that art style, really. And obviously it's based on the game League of Legends. Now I've played League of Legends once. Like I said in in our conversation about it, it's not my cup of tea. But character-driven games are really good because I honestly think you could get really good shows from character-driven games. So and I know like Apex Legends and stuff like Valorant and stuff like that, if they decide to make animations of those, it'll be great because they're characters, so you could actually build stories around these characters. And that's exactly what they did in Arcane, with Jinx's situation, being a kid, trying to help, it going horribly wrong, and ending up being a villain arc. With the different characters coming in, Jace starting off as a scientist, trying to be progressive and stuff, ending up in power, and then trying to do what's best for a lower status of people. But because of that, if you watch the end of that show, it's probably not going to go according to plan. Just the different characters in there, the different stories. Really looking forward to the following seasons. And yeah, with V and stuff, is definitely going to be a good, if they do it right, it'll definitely, the pinnacle of this show hopefully will be the final season when it all comes to clash, and we will get a very epic. Now the question is will they either pull it too long, which I hope they don't, or they just make so many storylines that it just turns into a pile of shit? Hopefully not. But as of right now, in 2022, my number 3 top 5 is Arcane. Waiting on Dwayne to come back, but since it's my turn to do number 2, my number 2 is Violet Evergarden. This was tough because it was a fight between this and something else for number 1. But Violet Evergarden is my number 2, man. I have watched that anime twice. Luckily for me, I was able to see the movie. They finally released the final movie, which is the final part of it. So I was able to watch the movie this time around. I watched all the OVAs. I think it's 1 OVA. You have the series, the OVA, and 2 movies. And I was able to watch all of them. And this is definitely one of the most heartstring pulling shows I have ever watched, man. And to be real, it almost was number 1. All right, welcome back, Dwayne. And he's gone again.
Sorry, kids.
All right, nah, that's cool, bro. So I kept talking. The good thing about this format is like I was able to just jump right into my number 2. So I'm gonna tell you my number 2. So my number 2 is Violet Evergarden.
Okay.
It was a hard. Wait.
Okay, go ahead.
It was a hard choice between this and number 1. Oh my god! Like I literally looked at my list for like 10 minutes. Like, man, maybe. But I was saying that I've watched this twice. The only difference this time is that I got to watch the final movie, which ends the series, which it also is on Netflix now. It came on Netflix and stuff. I got to watch the movie, and so with the OVAs and everything, I have never cried so much in anime as I've done it. But it took all my tears, man. Last time I cried like this was Up with the old man and his wife. Jesus, bro. Like, I was just, but it was such a beautiful story, and to think about, like, because she was a weapon and stuff, and the way they was able to carve this whole story of her after, you know, and living the life after being nothing but a child soldier, pretty much a doll, a doll soldier and stuff, and to incorporate so many other characters, but not to the point that they overshadowed the main character, which was Violet Evergarden. And fuck, man, I just about writing letters, dog. Writing motherfucking letters, and I'm like, it was beautiful, man. Healing after war, stuff like that. And the fact that they could have just made the other nation just soldiers, just like, there was other soldiers, but they even had that, incorporated them and showed you their purpose for why to kick the war back off and stuff like that. Remember that sequence?
Yeah.
And then obviously how it ended in the final movie, she meeting back up with what was he, a colonel?
Yeah, colonel.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And he not wanted to come home because he was he was like, oh, like, oh, I don't want to do this. He got the eye patch and no arm and stuff. It was a great ride, a fully fleshed out story from beginning to end, heartstrings pulled. And for that, number 2. I'm done.
Number 2. Number 2 for me is Vivy.
Okay, I figured.
Vivy, man. Vivy.
Boy, nice song.
Just like you, right? Vivy. I mean, I stared at them one, number 2, like, Jesus. Like, we had to do both of these this year? Like,
bro, I'm mad as fuck. I'm mad as fuck at this. This ain't right. This ain't right.
Man, but Vivy was so good. Vivy was so good.
Yeah.
The artwork was good. The story was amazing. But I think they even nothing that bumped Vivy to number 2. Like, Vivy just can't touch number 1 for me. But I have watched Vivy 32 times now, and I still sing that song at the end. Every day in the car, to the point my kids start singing it. No.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Oh, Vivy is so good, man. Yeah, and the writing was good. It was very well done, and the conclusion was the best conclusion I've ever seen for a story. Like, I usually hate. Should have watched it. I usually hate when people kill off a character and then bring them back in the end, like, because like you had said, I can't remember which one. It was when we were talking about the death of Superman, and you was like, yeah, so was it death of Superman? No, Star Wars. And he was like, so Anakin's sacrifice was
for nothing.
Because
they brought back Palpatine. Dumbest mistake I've ever fucking seen.
and usually when people kill off a character and bring them back, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. It's for nothing. And it kills the story. But with Vivy, she had such an impact on every single life that she come into contact with, that her sacrifice was enough for that era, and they gave her a new one. It was like, yo, we can't let you, like, we understand that you're a hero, but we can't let you die with that being your legacy. Like you deserve a fresh start for what you've done for us and for the people that you have helped and cheered on and stuff like that. And because she was an android, it was easy to do. And I was like, yo, it was beautiful, man. Vivy is my number 2 for this year, for last year, sorry.
All right. I could tell what Dwayne's number 1 is going to be. And Dwayne could tell was my number 1 going to be. But here we go. Number 1, baby. Let's go. Number 1, Dwayne. Bring us home.
Violet Evergarden.
I knew it. Of course. It was a battle.
いいなあ。私もこの湖を渡ってみたい。あの落ち葉の上なら歩けるかな。
Listen, you know what? I don't know if you got any honorable mentions, but I had three. I had when we first started the idea to do a top 5, right? I was instantly like, oh yeah, Violet Evergarden or BV, like gotta be number 1. Then you was like, all right, so just let you listen to it. And I was going to list me, and you know what hit?
What?
Kenshi. And I was like, oh shit, somewhere at.
I didn't know if to count that because it was a live action.
Yeah. I was like, are we counting this or not? I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But Violet Evergarden.
I guess it's part of the show, so.
Violet Evergarden. All right. Even though I have watched Vivy, like I said, so many times, I watched Violet Evergarden once. No, twice. Because I watched it by myself and then I watched it with my wife. And that anime is so painful to me, but it's painfully good. Oh my gosh, look. The when she messed up our woman marriage, I laughed so hard. When she went to school and she failed, I felt so depressed. When she finally figured out how to tap into her emotions with her friend Lucia, I felt so happy. When she which one was it? There was another one. When she jumped across the pond, I sat there with tears in my eyes of, oh my God, this is so freaking beautiful. This is like Picasso animation. Like, what is going on here? And when she write them 52 letters, dog, I died. I thought I died. And then when she saved that guy and cried in front of the parents, I'd have broken me. My wife was like, you okay?
When she saved that soldier, bro.
Oh, I can't take it.
Fulfill the job, man.
Vivy had me in so much emotions. It was so good from beginning to end. And I was like a little schoolgirl when I watched the movie. I was like, yeah, she finally did it. Oh, yeah.
That was her retirement. She retired.
Oh, Violet was so good, man.
Violet Evergarden, number 1 on Dwayne's list. And who could complain, man? That was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. The moment we've been waiting for, too. Number 1 on Shawn's 2021 list. And we all know what it is. Vivy. Vivy from I saw. It was a fight between that and Evergarden. Like, I honestly think if I hadn't watched Violet Evergarden before, I don't know, man. I got no excuse for this one. I just really like Vivy. It was so good. They were both so good. But I think what pushed it for me is that it's a song anime, and I fucking hate them. And I was able to sit down through this and was like, wow. And I stumbled on that bitch by mistake. Clicked on the wrong fucking video. That shit started. I was like, this looks interesting, man, because it started off with that massacre. I was like, oh shit. Okay. I was like, Dwayne, you gotta watch this fucking thing, bro. And so starts the legend of Vivy. It was such what more can I say than what Dwayne had already said at number 2, man? The fact that she, even as an android, she has so much trauma that she locked away a whole personality, bro. Like, yeah, we're gonna lock that Vivy behind this door. Had a whole fresh personality, bro. Split. She was like that bald dude in that fucking movie. Split. Huh?
Yeah, she had PTSD, man.
Like a motherfucker, bro. Like, that is insane. And then when she came back out, she can play. And I think this show also did a really good job with time jumps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she's an android, she don't age. But to see the humans around her, because they had that kid, that by the end, he was the scientist, Yeah. And he grew up and stuff, and he used to come and visit her in that case every time. And to see that her first time failing to sing the song, and then they had, it kind of like kicked back and, it comes right back up. And then she sang it at the end. And he was just like, you go, girl. You go.
And it was a beautiful song.
And, man, and I you don't want to bring like, was really good. What the fuck? Was really good about, what you call it? Violet Evergarden and Vivy, bro. These both female-driven anime, and it's not beat on top of your head. These are filmed.
Yes.
Usually that's the problem with a lot of female stuff. Sometimes is that it's like she's a woman. Instead of just telling a really beautiful story, and it happens to be a woman. That's just my 2 cents. And they go it right, man. Sadness, happiness. Tragedy when that dude blew his brains out at the church. Bro, I ain't never seen when that happened, I was like, oh. And that scarred her. She a robot, dog. And you understand the level of what the fuck?
That's how she ended up locking with the other person.
Yeah.
Like, yep.
Oh yeah. She had the blue blood in one hand from the android that she killed to save the thing. She had to hit the guy's blood in the other hand. She was just like this, bro. Looking at that shit. Broke her. So, Vivy number 1, big dog. And, it was a good year for anime, man. It was a good year of reviewing stuff. I had a really good time. And we're going to continue to push it out as long as we can. I'm at 72 subscribers. Hey!
Yeah,
one shard of the goal that we had. We upped the goal because I had met the first goal pretty quick.
Yeah,
pretty quick in our terms. So 72. So anyway, so that's the top 5. So let's let's do honorable mentions. We got like 3 or 2 honorable mentions. You got any? For me, Inuyashiki, because it didn't make my top 5. Unfortunately, Arcane came in like a fucking dagger, bro. To hold that number 3. Inuyashiki, and I guess the Kenshin story, the series of the Kenshin is really good, and I just wasn't sure if it was count as for top 5 or if we were just doing anime or it count. But since it's part of the review, I sent out a mention. Unfortunately, the end part was not
the final.
The final was not as good as the first 3. Even the beginning was better to me.
To be honest, I kind of cap off the movies in my head at 3.
That's not how this works. I mean,
as long as Shishio died, that franchise died. We done.
That's not how this. That's not how this goes. That's not how this works, man. That's not how this works. There's 5 fucking movies, and 4 of them were really good, and then like one like the final was thing, and unfortunately, the guy that created Rurouni Kenshin is a piece of fucking shit. And oh yeah, he's a pedophile, bro.
What?
Oh, he got busted with child porn.
When?
No, why they rebooting it, bro? We need a new writer. Google it.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, the dude's he's a POS, bro. He's a POS. Anyway,
POS?
piece of shit.
Oh.
Piece of POD, piece of do. POB, piece of poop. Anyway, so yeah, unfortunately about that, but that's just an honorable mention there for my those two that were close.
Mine will be Your Light and April.
Only because you didn't watch it, man. I wish you had watched it.
Yeah, Your Light and April and Megalobox.
Megalobox, ooh, my black Afro Latina.
Megalobox.
I'm sad that they end up together. I'm so sad about that. Broke my heart. Why didn't you come with it? Go with it. Y'all gonna set up a whole fucking community around the gym.
The community, yeah. Move the gym.
No, the gym was literally in the middle of nowhere. The gym was called Nowhere.
Nowhere.
There was so much land. It was just like, hey, just go ahead, build y'all stuff around here, man. Yeah, Megalobox. Yeah, that was a really good one too. Not good enough to make the top 5 though, but it was really good.
No, yeah.
All right, so cool. So that's it for the top 5. We'll do a real short shoot the shit. This episode ain't gonna be too long, and then we'll talk about what we're gonna do going forward. Anime that we gotta check out that we plan to hit this year. All right, so here we go. Without further ado, shoot the shit.
Shoot the shit.
All right, Dwayne, bro. So, what'd you think about? I haven't watched Venom yet. I didn't get to watch it, man. I watched some other stuff and I totally forgot about it.
What did you watch?
I watched the final Bond.
How was that?
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, right? All right, so me and you grew up. If you, I'm not sure if you into James Bond. Are you into James Bond like that?
Hit or miss.
All right, so
watch him, but
our age group, our James Bond for younger is Pierce Brosnan, right?
Pierce Brosnan, yeah.
And his Bond was debonair. You know what I mean? He'll roll and get his suit would still be clean. You know, he'd sleep with all the women. You know what I mean?
It was like a parody to me.
Yeah, it was like when you go back and watch them, they weren't really that good. Like it was almost like over the top tropes. You know what I mean? Like the boss was like Bond, Mr. Bond. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. You know what I mean? So, but this James Bond, and I did a small review on it on TikTok. So that's where I do my little mini reviews. This version of James Bond, he was more brutish. He wasn't always clean cut. He always had cuts and shit. He was always beat up. You know what I mean? It was like Casino Royale. It was him fighting. It was him fighting to be as suave as they wanted him to be because he was already a brute, right? Like starts off kicking the dude's ass in the fucking syndicate. So it was cool to see that. And he fell in love twice in the whole series. And then the way, I don't want to spoil it. Do you care?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay, so I'm gonna spoil it. The way it ends is the first time I've ever seen, because I've watched every Bond since Sean Connery. I even watched Timothy Dalton, which was bad, but yeah. It was bad. The way this one ended, it's the first time I've ever seen that happen to a Bond. Him falling in love like that. First time I've ever seen Bond, because you know Bond usually sleeps with a girl, then they replace her with another chick. I mean, for Christ's sake, they had a woman named Pussy Galore. Like, right. So and then there's someone that shows up at the end that you're just like, wow, okay. So it didn't start well for me because I was still clinging on to Pierce Brosnan's stuff. But as it went on, I did connected all the movies and you saw everything. This is probably one of the better Bonds I've ever seen. So it was real good. I think you should check it out, especially if you watch the rest.
I actually love Daniel Craig as Bond. I thought his was a more realistic
Grounded,
kind of secret agent kind of thing, and it showed that this man ain't like, because with every Pierce Brosnan, I do used to get no cuts, like you said, nothing, always win. But this one, it was like, we struggling, we fighting for the queen. And I really enjoyed it. So Quantum of Solace was good. Spectre was good.
Skyfall, bro.
Skyfall.
When they replace M.
Skyfall was amazing.
That was a good way to do a transition, because she was M for years, bro. Pretty much a whole career, the whole Bond thing, she was M. So it was cool. A nice transition with that, And what I really appreciate about this Bond too is this motherfucker. You realize that this dude had every form of PTSD.
Yeah, more
he
veteran.
was so beat up. By the time he got the Spectre, he's just like, "You okay, man?" And he was like, he was tired. You could tell, even in this movie, you could just see he was tired, but he didn't want to be Bond no more. And what they did too in this is that they separated 007 from Bond, because every time you take 007, you take James Bond, right? But it's just a title. It's like
007 is the title.
That could be Sean Bass 007. You know what I mean? But they separated it for a little bit. I gave the title to somebody else while he was out, stuff like that. So if they decide to make any more, it's going to be interesting to see what they do, because I could see riots. Wait, old people.
The whole rumor mill and all sorts of junk is that they want Idris Elba as the next Bond.
I don't know, man. Right. Idris Elba's a little old now, though. And you see how long
was old.
Yeah, but when Daniel Craig started the first one, he was still fairly young.
Yeah, he was
compared to now at the end, he's like, he's seasoned. I think Daniel Craig, I thought Daniel Craig, not Daniel Craig, Idris Elba would have got a chance. It would have had to been a few years ago. Jude Law, I thought would have got a chance, but he missed out too. Daniel Craig. It's gonna be interesting. I'm sure there's people out there, man. I don't hold that shit to my heart like that. Like, it's whatever, bro. But I just know there's people gonna freak the fuck out if they make it a person of color, to a woman. Oh, riots in the line.
If you really want to piss them off, make it Viola Davis, black and old.
Nah, I would like to see Viola Davis as M. But she's not British, though. That's the only problem. You got to be British. She American. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which was cool because they incorporated the CIA a little bit in this one. So it was cool to see them. And it was like, the CIA is still doing their dirty shit. Oh, okay. So cool. All right. What else I watched? House of Gucci. I watched House of Gucci.
Okay. What was that about?
It was about... Are you frozen? It was about... House of Gucci. It's pretty much about it's like the Gucci family before they got bottled and stuff. You know, the son, he married this woman and she got him assassinated. She went to jail for 30 years. And the guy that actually killed him, went to jail for life, but she got 30 years. She's still alive, man. 73 years old. And she was mad that Lady Gaga didn't come to speak to her for the movie. Bitch, you killed somebody. We not talking to you, ho.
Exactly.
In real life, she said that. But it's cool. Jared Leto was in there. He was like the cousin of Mauricio or whatever the guy's name was. His performance was out there though. Jared Leto sometimes does too much when he's not the main character. I like Jared Leto, but sometimes, bro. But anyway, so yeah, he was in it. It was cool, man. It was a cool movie. It was a cool based on actual events. It's by Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott does timepieces pretty good, I believe.
Yo, we gotta talk.
The Last Duel was pretty good too. What's up?
We gotta talk about Ridley Scott.
But what? Oh, you mean because he raging?
Yeah, dude.
More raging, bro. It's not. Go ahead. It's not true cinema.
And to me, that shows when you aren't good.
Me really?
Yeah.
I don't know why he's doing that, man.
You aren't as good as as you think you are, or as people really perceived you. It was like, don't get me wrong, Alien was great. And he had a lot of other movies that came out that was great.
Didn't he do Gladiator?
Yes. I think so, yeah.
I think. But go ahead.
I didn't like Gladiator.
You what? You wasn't entertained?
No, I was not entertained.
Man, fuck you, bro. We done. That's the end of it. We doing fired. We not doing this no more. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. You're not the first person I've heard say that. I had an art history teacher that despised that fucking movie.
Really? Wow.
Oh, that shit historically inaccurate, like a motherfucker, bro. Like half the shit, like how the Romans and stuff with the women and shit.
Yeah.
Nah. She did almost a whole class when it was at HCC. She was telling us about it. She said she went and saw it in theaters, and people got mad because she kept laughing. Andy, my girlfriend, she does like art. She was a major in like art stuff like that. She said the same thing. She's like, oh yeah, that and Troy, garbage when it comes to historical fact, like historically accurate stuff.
Yeah,
but Troy, let's be real, man. We watch it for Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real, bro. Hatter! Nobody watched that shit for historical facts, bro. Let's be real. But yeah.
And no one likes Gerald Butler.
Gerald Butler?
Yeah. No, Russell Crowe.
I was like, who? I was like, Russell Gerald Crowe. Butler? That's 300, bro. We all love 300.
I don't know. You
didn't like 300? Fuck you, bro. I love 300. One, because Zack Snyder did it. And two, are you crazy, bro? That shit was tight. No one give a shit about Spartans until that movie came out. No, everybody got a Spartan helmet on their fucking shit. I want to be like a Spartan. Nah, bro, them boys like men.
Yeah, it's true.
The Spartan society was gay as fuck, bro.
Which is why,
general.
Which is why, right? When I was watching it, I was like, I'm pretty sure they only got with women for.
Well, the women in that society was pretty strong too.
Yes, but they had a mating season.
Yeah, it was like when he was going off to war and he had sex with his wife like that. I was like, man, it was never really that type of love. But hey, man, you gotta. But the reason you gotta do that because
you gotta make it relatable to the year.
Yeah, man, and that time if they had came out, people would have probably like tried to treat it like Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback Mountain. Still haven't watched it.
Me neither, bro. I admit my. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. Hey, you know.
There you go. All right. To me, right? I would like, yo, if you were that good of a director, you would do one or two things. One, make what you want to make, and then like it would speak for itself. Or two, you would adapt to the times. And the reason why I say that is because I think about Quentin Tarantino, right? Quentin Tarantino came out with Reservoir Dogs, had one style, and every year he was either repeating the same style or slowly adapting it. You know, you got your title, then you got a clip, a title clip, stuff like that. And as time went on, his movies adapted. You got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, no titles at all, just
movie,
full story. And you know, a lot of people didn't like it, but he made the story that he wanted to make, and a lot of people do like it.
Yeah.
So my thing is like, quit bitching, B.
Here's the thing about it, right?
Like, I get what he's saying.
No, what he's saying, it has a drip of truth, But his delivery is so. I did it in a little 3-minute video, on my little reviews thing. I said the same thing. I was like, look, Ridley, I get it, bro. The time's different now. People go to theaters to watch movies differently. You know what I mean? Like those type of heavy films, unfortunately, ain't the bee's knees anymore, man. You know, people want to go and escape from that stuff. Even though I thought The Last Duel was great. I just don't know why he fucking he got dude, stop complaining. No, it's starting to come across as complaining. You know what I mean? At first, you do it once. Okay, we hear you, man. We don't agree, but we hear you. But this is like the third time he's complained about it, right? Or something like third or fourth. Because he complained when Prometheus came out too.
Yes.
He complained with Prometheus. Go ahead.
Complained with Prometheus. He complained with Last Duel, and there was a couple other things that.
Well, he probably made noise about House of Gucci too.
Maybe, but the thing is, he's going in interviews and stuff like that outside of the movies and complaining about it too. And I'm like, yo, like,
I don't know, man. Steven Spielberg ain't saying nothing.
Exactly. He's still making movies. He just adapt. And to me, that's when you're really good, you adapt.
I think Ridley Scott is good. It's just unfortunately his adaptability. Like if you had to score, it'd be like filmography would be like out of 20, would be like 18, and adaptability would be like 5.
He's good. He's not great.
Yeah,
that was my thing.
And nothing's wrong with that, man.
Oh no, nothing's wrong.
No, you. I ain't talking to you. I'm just saying he needs to understand that, you know, there's people up there when it comes to like stuff like this, you know.
Yeah.
But he thinks he's up there. That's the problem.
That's it. That's the problem. And I'm like, dude, you have a reputation at Alien. Calm down. That's it.
There's a lot of people that like Gladiator, but he's known for Alien. Alien. I don't get me wrong. Look, you know what's funny? Not bad. Hey, Ridley. After Alien 1 and 2, and is it 2 when the Space Marines show up?
Yeah.
1, 2, and I think 3.
No, 3 was the woman that came.
Isn't 3 when they were in the prison? The prison planet?
Something like that.
Everything after that is like not good, bro.
It's garbage.
It's not good, bro. Yeah. Especially Resurrection. Oh my god.
Prometheus was good.
I thought I don't like what he did with the most recent one. When he made
to try to link it back to the beginning.
I don't like that he make it that the androids were the reason the aliens exist. I don't like that, man. That's just like, why can't it just be an alien race? Like we all thought it was.
For years.
You know? And then after Prometheus, it like hyped up, okay, so we're going to meet these people, the creators, and then he killed them off.
Yep.
And the woman didn't even come back. Like she just, a dead body showed up.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of off-panel story that I think would have made a better story. I don't even mind the one that he did, but we needed that story in between there to show what happened to that woman.
I do like the angle of the android causing the havoc.
Yeah.
White androids was constantly revolting against the humans.
Yeah.
That was a good angle of the story.
Yeah.
But you didn't have to be the reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Could have just been like, because the android, we end up landing on the place with the aliens, which would have linked it to the first episode with the abandoned ship.
Like the android did research, changing coordinates with all us knowing. Done. Yeah.
But sometimes writers be too good for their own, think they're too good. And is the same thing with the Star Wars, the prequels. But to me, the problem is that even though
1 to 3?
1 to 3.
Okay.
To me, the premise was there. It's just I think they needed better writers. And then he fell in love with all the CGI stuff. It was too much blue. It was too much green screen stuff. There was no practical stuff. Practical effects has its place, but that's a different topic. I was just saying, like
Star Wars built a
Lucas,
really a
George
legacy.
Lucas. I can't remember his fucking name. George Lucas.
George Lucas built Empire. His
I think
Empire.
because he wrote the first three. He has big picture. There's people that have big picture vision, but they need good writers to break big picture into little picture for movies.
That fits big picture.
Right. I think the problem is he had a big picture and it was hard for him to, but he did all the writing and stuff and no one like real, because the original trilogy had people that was like, nah, don't do that, bro. His wife and stuff was like, let's do this and stuff like that. So that's why the 3 hit so well. And then when we got to the thing, no one was there to be like, and that's why you get the trilogy. Even though the trilogy is okay, it just needed better writing. Yeah, and that's CGI.
Because episode 1 was great to me.
It was a good launching point.
Yeah,
I think Clone Wars was terrible though. The middle one.
Episode 2, it was garbage. And then
the third one was good. I like the third one.
The problem, I think the problem that they had was they had created such a likable villain in episode 1, killed him off, and then episode 2 was just
Moth.
They just didn't know what to do. But then they try to push it into the story of Anakin becoming thing. I would have kept Darth Maul.
Well, the thing about it is I guess. But then you remember there's the cartoons and stuff, man. There's a lot of stuff in between there. The problem is this shit's so fucking big, man. There's books. It's just massive. And since we not diehard, like
fans, we don't know the in-betweens.
We don't know the in-betweens. But for the TV show, like you said, I probably would have done Darth Maul a little different. But it was a good fight scene, though. It was worth it.
Kept Darth Maul. Kept the fight with him and Qui-Gon to show why Obi-Wan was such an angry person. And then leave the fight for Obi-Wan and Darth Maul in the second one.
I like that.
And that would have flowed into
have him like
Obi-Wan not only because the thing for me with episode 3, I didn't quite feel the connection to Obi-Wan's feelings about when Anakin changed, because he was going through kind of anger and remorse at the same time because he felt responsible.
So you feel like his revenge and near enter into the dark side in episode 2, if we're going off your writing, fighting Darth Maul, because at that point it's kind of like revenge. It would have been like a battle of revenge and just defeating the villain,
right? As opposed to defeating the villain. And you would have had young Anakin, who is taken on by the Obi-Wan, who is seeking revenge. So he starts to, even though because he's young, he doesn't really see a problem with revenge, because that's the impression he's getting from his master. So then it's easy for Palpatine to let me just throw out this hook. Also,
no disrespect to Obi-Wan Kenobi, but he ain't the master. Qui-Gon Jinn was the master. So technically he wasn't the best person to teach Anakin, because he still had his issues. Like you said, the rage and stuff. That would have,
Windows cuss everybody. But that would have been
motherfuckers. that would have been perfect, honestly.
Episode 1 to 6 fixed.
Yeah.
Now there's a deeper connection to Luke. There's a deeper connection to Layla. There's a deeper connection.
I also would have deleted the fuck out of 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, you wouldn't need.
No, the thing about it is for me, man. Like, what? It doesn't have to be about the Skywalkers, man. like I feel like 7, 8, 9. It would have been the story about like the clones,
the Force.
No, well, what's his name? Like, I thought that's what when they first started.
John Boyega.
When they first started, because they kicked off the show him, he was like, And then at the end, the final one, they had like a whole bunch of clones that rebelled. It would have been great. It would have been like I can't remember the word. Well, I could guess, the Clone Rebellion, something like that.
Yeah.
Because remember, the clones technically after Order 66, like kind of just like fell into line. But these weren't even clones at this point. They were just taking people and brainwashing them.
Yeah.
So I would have had it more about them. Focus a little more about them. Connect him to the Force, because obviously you gotta have it's embedded in Star Wars.
Yeah.
So you kind of gotta have it, right? And I would have left out Palpatine. I would have left Rey as just another Force user that they just team up together. You know, I don't. If you wanted to tie in Skywalker, just have him someone to help them master the Force. You know, but you know what? No, I'm just saying if you wanted to
do the same thing you did with Obi-Wan. Make him a ghost. He reappeared because
because it would have been years
Force
later.
Has been awakened.
I understand. I'm just saying, like, if they want, but I get Disney probably would have been like, we need him. You know, I would have kept the big dude. He could have just stayed as a villain. I don't want to see Palpatine. His story is done. Bury it.
You know what Disney needed? Madhouse.
And they needed somebody with some, you know. Oh my God. I just know that my vision for like the 3 would have been significantly different.
Yeah.
And I would have probably hired some fucking writers. But some John, what's his name? Johnson or whatever that did the Last Jedi. He's one of them dudes, I think, that he let his pride overtake good storytelling. So he's like, we wanted to subvert expectations. Well, you subverted them all right. You put a pile of shit on my toilet. Not in the toilet, on the toilet. Like it's on the seat. It's on the fucking flush thing. You subverted my expectations. I never see a person miss a toilet like that. So
it was bad, man.
It was bad. Oh yeah, so Venom, bro. The second one, that did be Carnage.
I loved Tom Brady's acting.
Tom Hardy. Hardy.
Sorry.
You said Brady, bro. Wrong. It's football.
Right.
Oh,
Tom
God,
Hardy's
that was
acting.
hilarious.
I love Tom Hardy's acting. I love Woody Harrelson. And he was really good as Cassius. He was really good as what was his Cassius Kennedy or whatever? The serial killer. He was really good.
I think it was Cassius.
I was like,
no, that's
Muhammad Ali. Yeah, that's Kennedy. Cassius Kennedy. Right? Yeah. He was really good. My gripe with Venom Part 2 is Marvel took over.
Huh?
And so Marvel Studios, so like how they acquired the rights to use Spider-Man. I'll talk to you later. Close the door. How they acquired the rights for usage of Spider-Man. They acquired the rights for usage of Venom.
Okay. That explains why he showed up in the fucking movie. Right.
And it watered down me.
Oh, it's not as brutal as the first one? Because the first one, he was eating people and shit. Then they do. Really? With Venom? I mean, with Carnage? Dang. Carnage. If you read that run with Carnage when he first showed up, that motherfucker was killing
mayhem.
Everybody. It was almost like,
mayhem.
Who wrote this?
Yeah, it was mayhem. So,
all right, that's all. I'm gonna watch it. I like watch other stuff. Like I started watching other stuff, but I'm gonna definitely watch it because I want to do a mini review for it too. On my little mini review.
And I want to hear your thoughts on it. But my final thought on it is that they made it just to introduce Spider-Man No Way Home. That's it.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't enjoy it.
Have you watched Spider-Man No Way Home?
I wanted to go see it yesterday, but we had the kids. So
okay.
And then the cinemas here are being messed up with COVID. Like,
bro, listen here, bro. The cinemas there, we fucking getting roasted, bro. Like, it's bad here, bro. And it's not like people really like dying and stuff. It's just everyone's sick. Yeah. Everyone's sick, man. It's just sick. And if you're not, if you didn't get vaccinated and stuff, you really sick. It's just crazy. Yeah. But anyway. Ah, man.
And then I don't get what they're doing. Like with the cinemas here. So rather than, so like before, we could have got up at 9 in the morning and get to the cinema, watch a movie, come home. No, they do 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. They pack everything in. And they're like, they sell out. They sell out everything. And if they have seats left back, they just drop the price to sell it out. And I'm like, but you're supposed to be 2 meters away. Like, that's a seat in between people. So, excuse me.
Sneeze, COVID. I'm just joking.
Sneeze my shirt. So I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
I don't know either, bro. We just ride in, try to stay healthy. You know, we go.
I watched Suicide Squad. That was beautiful.
I like that version of Suicide Squad.
I wasn't a fan of Starro, but only because like it gave me pimples. Like,
you know, like how I made you. Okay, it crawled your skin. Yeah. That's like if they had like a giant frog as a villain, I would have fucking freaked out. But you realize that Starro isn't really the villain, right? You know who evil? That woman, bro.
Walla.
Walla's the true villain, bro. Oh my god, bro.
That's the way she and Batman always clashing.
Yo, she is Viola. She plays that part so well.
I know, right? She's so good. Remember our conversation about who's a female actress we would go and see for every movie? Her.
Viola Davis, bro. She a legend though. She got an Oscar and everything. I watched. And to wrap it up, last movie I watched is The Tragedy of Macbeth.
With Denzel Washington,
bro. Denzel Washington. It's made by the guys that did Lighthouse. I don't know if you've seen Lighthouse. The Lighthouse.
I got it on my Netflix list, but I haven't watched it.
It's in black and white, just so you know.
Yeah, I saw it.
And it's in the old English. the Shakespearean English, I call it. So just bear that in mind. It's a heavy dialogue, but it's pretty good, man. It's real good. And it's crazy. Denzel Washington as Macbeth. Who would have fucking thought?
I know, right?
Yeah, man. Good job. Great job.
Really?
Oh man, there's a lot of, you gotta like pay attention. You're gonna be able to see it better because you into that stuff, artistic stuff, writing. So I think you'll probably appreciate it a little more than I do. But there's a scene. This is all I'm gonna say about it, so you can go watch it. There's a scene. He's walking because when they show like the hallway is all like arches, and obviously it's black and white, so you have that shadow with the black arches, and up in this dark doorway there's a dagger, right? And he's walking down there. He's saying this. He's talking about how
his monologue.
His monologue about should he do this? How much does he want to be king? Is this madness? And he's like, is that the dagger? And then that's the dagger he used to kill the king. Yeah, and it's great. It's a little different than what we read. Maybe it was in school. In the book, yeah. In the book, the way Macbeth was defeated is different than in this one.
It was by his wife, right?
He was killed by the son of his best friend, his nephew or something like that. Because
his nephew.
Because it was like you shouldn't. Yeah, he was not. Because obviously, but the thing about it is the guy that, they don't do it like that. It is his nephew, but they do it different. Because remember, the whole thing was the witches in the book. This is not the movie. In the book, the witches said the only way you'll be defeated is if you're killed by a man that was not born of a woman, born from a woman. And the thing about his nephew is that the woman died and someone ripped him out of the fucking.
Yeah.
So technically he wasn't born
by a woman.
Yeah. So that's how he was defeated by his nephew. I think he's defeated by his nephew in here, but it's not that way. They didn't focus on the barn of a woman thing, because it's a pretty short runtime. But
I was about to say, how you can rip somebody out? I would like to see that CG. I mean, rip a baby out somebody.
If you really think of it, if you're inside, I think you have the fluids and stuff. It's like you're in a C-section.
Yeah.
But
them bitches use their hands. We will say meow.
The thing about it is we have no visual imagery because that story is told through words, right? So, but yeah, it's not kind of like that. But outside of that, man, I thought it was pretty cool, man. I was just happy as fuck to see Denzel because it's different. It's so different. Denzel could act like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Denzel's so damn good. Denzel's in there. Give me a second. Man, there's a few actors in there. And I didn't even know Macbeth was a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and he and his wife, watching his wife go crazy. I think you'll like it.
Okay. I saw it because after watching Green Knight, I was like, it seems like A24 is doing theatrical kind of things.
Yes.
So I was like, okay. And then they advertised it on my Instagram, and I was like, oh, Denzel back out. And I was like, yes.
Yeah. Frances McDormand.
Another
Frances
Denzel
McDormand
movie.
is his wife.
Yeah.
Brendan Gleeson, the old Scottish fuck. What the hell? Oh no! I hit the damn camera off thing. Anyway, so definitely catch that. Yeah, A24, man, they be releasing some good shit. I like A24 Studios. Yeah, they did The Lighthouse too.
They're doing a lot of black and white and noir stuff.
Dude, did you see the trailer for that Vikings with Skarsgård? Oh.
No.
I'm gonna send you that trailer offline. We ain't even gonna get into that, bro. When that movie come out, everybody gonna be Vikings. Everybody wanna be Vikings.
No more Spartans.
No more Spartans. We done with the Spartans. I keep waiting for a really good Roman movie to come out.
Okay, a really good Roman movie or a really historically true Roman movie?
I don't know if people can handle the truth. I want the truth. Oh, yeah. You can't handle the truth. Because it's like, you talk to some people about it, it's like, they always just think about the glory. And I'm like, bro, Rome was kind of.
Do we
fucked
really
up,
want to talk about the truth about Christmas?
like there was beautiful. There was some great stuff, but they did some terrible shit. We gonna ignore what they did to that country that was at the top of Africa. Oh man, that Hannibal was from. You know what I mean? Do you know the country I mean?
I remember now.
I can't remember the name, man. Fucking shit. But they wiped them off. They like literally genocide the whole country, burn all their books, pretty much remove them from the face of the planet.
They were black.
Huh? Yeah, they were from the African Peninsula.
Evil skin.
Damn, man. Shit. Carthage. We gonna pretend. We gonna pretend we ain't.
They did a good job because we forgetting them.
Yeah, it was so brutal. I forgot the name. Oh my god, what they did to Carthage. So we ain't all gonna sit here and pretend they were holier than holy.
Nope.
But anyway, guys, we have come to the end of our random shoot the shit. We went off the rails there. Be sure to check out those movies. Let us know what you think in the comments. And let us know what you think about our top 5.
And what's your top 5?
What's your top 5 or top 2 or top 3 or whatever? let us know. If we haven't seen it, we'll probably watch it.
And if it's Tokyo Revengers, don't bother commenting.
It's not gonna be Tokyo Revengers.
No.
What? Is it popular? I don't even know.
It's up there with My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia dropped a movie. I like My Hero Academia for what it is. It'll never be top 5 to me, but I like it for what it is. It's nice kids fighting. Weird how they treat the female characters in that show, but why are they all sexualized? Anyway, bro.
I was about to say.
Like, why are they all sexualized? It's just a little weird. That's why I say it's like, hey, whatever. But I'm interested in seeing what the villain does. The villain is a little interesting. If there's anything, the guy with the hands, he's a little interesting. I want to see his mask.
Right now, he just seems like he's taught, and it bored me.
He literally just took over a whole bunch, like a whole thing. He's got like a lot of funding and shit now, so I just want to see what he can do. But I thought he was all taught until that when they focus on his thing, and he ended up beating the dude, and they realized he's the second. They was like, oh, he's definitely the second coming of All for One.
One for one. One for all.
No, all for one. All for one. So now he has limitless resources and shit, and stuff. So
yeah.
Now we're gonna start to hopefully see some villain shit. Let me see some more villain shit. Hey, it's an arc. I like arcs. Yeah. But anyway, any idea what we're gonna do for our first official episode of the year?
Talentless Nana.
I watched that. Okay, I'm gonna shit on it. Fucking hate that anime. I hate that anime, bro. That reminds me of ass.
Really?
I don't like it. 0 out of 5. Throw up the shit sign.
Wow.
Not 0 out of 5. Just.
I'm gonna ask you offline why you.
I'm not because impressed.
I kind of figure out why you would hit it.
I'm not impressed, but.
Okay, you got any idea what we should do there?
No, we could do Talentless Nana. I was gonna say we could do Clan and get depressed.
Clan?
Can or Clan? CLANN. Canan. Sorry, Canan. When I say Clan?
Yeah, you say Clan. That scared me a bit. I was like, yo.
I mean, it's close enough.
Canan. That is old, man, but okay.
You like old anime? I told you like old anime, bro. Or you want to do something recent? We can do. The good thing is we got a whole year to the next top 5, so we can choose.
We can do Talentless Nana and then Canan, because now give me time to prepare for Canan again.
Who ready to cry? Who ready to get curl up in the corner?
That remind me of, we gotta do Welcome to NHK as well.
Oh wow, I watched that a long time ago.
Yeah, so if we can do Canan, we can do Welcome.
We gotta space them out, so that'll be the 4th episode of this year. You get what I'm saying? So Talentless Nana, Canan. We gonna put something in between there, and then we'll do. Welcome to NHK.
Yeah.
So, cool. But let's get through it. We still gotta do He-Man. We haven't done He-Man. Unless you want to wait till they've released the final art at part 3. We assume it's the final art.
Nah, because we did season by season for Castlevania, so we could do He-Man.
All right, man. So that's it, guys. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe if you like what you see. Mm-hmm. The goal this year is to get to 100 subscribers, so you can help your boy. Is that too high? Maybe I should bring it down.
Nah.
What do you think?
30. Nah. Aim for 100.
Okay. So 100 by December 31st. We got a lot of time, even though it's already 8th of January. That's the deal, man. We try to get into 3s. We try to get to 3 numbers. But as always, guys, stay safe out there. Peace.
See ya.